Here's a trigger warning. This is a dog fight that I'm going to show you. And this is the importance of getting your dog trained, in particular if you have a power breed like a Pitbull or a bull type dog. Apparently the story is that this dog slipped his leash and went after 2 other dogs.
I did not hesitate. It was my dog. I didn't want to see harm come to her. That's why I jumped in. I do this every day and walk my dogs just a couple blocks, and we've never had no harm.
Until you have harm, right? It's always, it came out of nowhere when you're just missing the cues and you're missing something that's really important that we're going to talk about here. Your dog's genetics tell you what the potential is, and the context in which you raise them are going to determine a lot of the time the way that the dog acts. Because there's no training happening here, the genetics are going to take over. And let's be real, most bull breeds, pit bulls included, American Pit Bull Terrier is a breed, have the genetic for dog aggression in them. That's what they were bred for. They were never nanny dogs. They were bred for bull baiting originally, and then they started to be bred for dog fighting. And that's just the reality of it. I own 2 of them. I love them. But the reality is that we have to be aware of what we have in order to responsibly own them. I'm tired of pit bull apologists being like, oh, they're just house hippos or nanny dogs. They were never nanny dogs, and they're definitely not house hippos. In fact, they're genetically gifted athletes with a lot of drive and tenacity.
They tased the pit bull twice, and it had no effect on that dog.
That's because of the tenacity and the amount of conflict that pit bulls are bred to push into. They find enjoyment out of it, and there's nothing wrong with admitting it. There is something wrong with neglecting it, owning pit bulls, and not protecting them properly by understanding what they are.
That dog still had its jaws locked on.
I was the only one trying to separate, and then they told me back, and then
what you should do there is take the leash, put it around the dog's neck, make a noose through the handle, and pull up and choke the dog out. Any consummate professional will tell you it is the most humane and effective way of getting a dog who is clamped off of another dog. You also have the dog on a leash as soon as that dog releases. The dog has no choice but to release at that point.
tase the dog. That helped, I guess, break it up.
The lady was having a hard time holding the dog back, the pit bull. She's not big enough to control that dog. The dog got loose, went after both of the black ones, and that's basically what happened.
That dog came right out of her hands and onto my dog's bottom jaw and didn't let go, even though I tried. Pit bulls bite. I couldn't get the jaws to open up.
That dog does not belong outside with anybody.
Put that dog down.
No, you don't need to put the dog down. You need to get the owner to understand that the dog is not a house hippo and that the dog needs more than what the owner is giving it right now. In particular, how to act around other dogs and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. That dog is acting how a pit bull acts. Let me rephrase that. That dog is acting how a pit bull acts when it's not given proper instruction. Negligent dog ownership, and you know who pays the price? The dog.